started here. We're going to pull the cap off here. That boy's got 8 lugs. Ultimately, the easiest thing would be to take the tire off, take it to the tire shop, have them do it. It's going to cost you about 30 bucks. Some people may want to do it yourself, so this video is more for someone that wants to do it yourself, wants to save some money. She's a heavy sucker. Yes, he is. Alright, to get the valve core out of here, out of the valve stem, to let the rest of the air out. Let's see here. I picked up this little 4-way valve tool. It came with some new valve cores. I got it at Walmart. I think it was like, let's see, got the receipt right here. It was $2. $2 for this little tool. Take the valve stem out. It's got a little notch in it. Stick it down in there. When you take it out, just be easy with it. It's got pressure on it. Once it comes loose, it could shoot out of here. And there's that little valve core holding there. You know, if you got a tire tool, that's tire machine, that's the best thing. But we're going to use this nifty little jack right here at the valve. We're going to break the bead. We got some old cardboard boxes here. Lay on. Oh, we bust the bead. Coming. There she goes. Let's see. When I put it on there on the tire, I put it with a release this way, and when it pushed the tire in, I couldn't get that to undo. So if you're going to do it, turn it away from the tire so you can do that. It's got this adjuster. I was able to screw down to get it loose. So just kind of push it down a little bit. There's a little lip right there. And I just got that. I'm going to use my leg. And I'm just going to tear this rest of this valve stem off. Right here, I'm just going to twist it off. It's already broken. I tried to put silicone back on it to get it to where I need it to go. Didn't quite work out for me. So there's the other end of it. Then you could take a wire brush, clean this up if you like. I'm just going to take a paper towel here, clean it up the best I can. For a four-wheeler, you probably wouldn't even have to take the tire off. But like I said, this video is not for everyone. Some people are probably like, well, the hell with it. I'm just going to take the tire off and go have it fixed. I'll put my spare on. Get moving down the road. But we saved 30 bucks. Plus I went out and bought this little handy dandy chrome tire valve. And like I said, these diameters are different. So you want to measure your hole right here. And a little trick when you're measuring across, you know, a hole, instead of trying to hold the end of the measuring tape, because measuring tape will move 1/16 of an inch or so, just hold the number 1 inch mark at the edge and measure from 1 inch on. Like this one looks like it may be a 1/2 inch, so you just put the 1 inch mark and just measure across. But you got a solid mark. If you put it on 1 inch, you can put it, and you can hold it over there and put it on 2 inches. So this is what I'm talking about here. instead of trying to hold that little middle piece down there. It's kind of hard to measure, and this will actually move depending on if you're what they call hook or button. This button something, and this is hooking, so that'll move in and out. So when I measure stuff, especially in carpentry, I mean, you can hold it on number 10 and just hold that number 10 right there, and you can just treat it as it's a 1 or into the tape. So that one looks like it's a ½ inch, 7/16. So this one's 7/16. And if you measure across this, and like I said, you can put it on 11. It's it's ½ inch. Actually, it's about 9/16, so it's a little bit fatter. That's not going to help because you want it tight. But this is a TR413. It's gonna be pretty common. The other one's a little fatter. It's about the size of this lug hole right here. You'll see the difference. But you either got a small hole, big hole. Worst case scenario, you buy both of them, use the one you need, return the other one. But that little tool that I showed you guys earlier, that little valve core tool, on the other end of it, it's got a place where you can screw on, and I got the chrome valve stem, and you want to take this off before you push it through the tire. So you take that off before you push it through, because that metal part won't give. Now before you put this through here, you want to lube it. You don't want to lube it with any kind of petroleum based product. No WD-40. You want to use a silicone lubricant. I picked this up at Walmart. You can probably get it at anywhere, hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of the auto parts stores. If you can find it in a gel, it's like a silicone gel. It's a little easier. You can put it on your fingers, but I got the spray kind. This works really good for hinges, whatnot. White lithium grease works well like on door hinges and whatnot, but it holds dust. This doesn't hold dust. It's not sticky. But basically, I'm gonna spray the end of this valve stem with a little silicone lubricant, and then we're going to prod it back down. Use my leg, stick it up there through the hole, and we're gonna screw this little bad boy on here. They make these in different forms. I got one time that had a cord on it, and I pulled it real hard, it come loose, and I brought it back, and I didn't really like it. But this one, that's like got a little T-handle. You can put your fingers between there and you don't have to worry about it breaking, but you're just gonna push up with one hand and jiggle it back and forth, and it's in. Just like that. Just unscrew that bad boy. Simple as that. So now, I'm gonna show you guys how to pump this sucker back up. If for some reason this won't pump up, you can take the valve core out of it, or if the bead won't snap back on, you can take this valve core back out with a little tool, and you can just take the end of an air hose where you put your tool in it, and you just stick the head of it on there and blow down on it, and it'll blow back up. But I'll be right back. Fire up my air compressor. But earlier when I was telling you guys, if for some reason you can't get this to seat back up, you can take this end of here, take this valve core back out where you got an open hole, stick that on there like that, and blow it on there. It won't blow it in there with the valve core in it because nothing's pushing that pin in. But if you take it out, you can stick that on there and blow that tire back up, and it throws the air to it. I'm gonna try not to have to do that. But let's see what happens. I'm not even gonna put soap around it. I'm gonna see if it catches back without lubing it up. Like it's gonna grab. There it is. Didn't even have to lube it. You use that jack and just break it loose right here where you don't break the whole. I made a mistake one time breaking the whole damn thing loose. And it was tough. Get it seated back up like that. I'm gonna put 50 psi back in this. But there's that little chrome piece. You just slide it back over there. It kind of helps protect the rubber. You don't have to get the chrome one. I like shiny, so I got the shiny one. There she is. There she is.